how are you? It has been a hot sec, but I'm back and I'm back for good. So today I'm going to be telling you about my horse shopping journey with some nice videos, some montages, and some voiceovers. And if you stick around for the end, then you get to find out who I ended up picking. So, it was one chilly fall day of 2019 when my coach, my parents, and I all filed into my car and we drove all over Ontario for a whole entire day, and we tried 4 different horses. Now, one of these horses I was sent a video of and a show name before I went and tried all these horses, but the others I literally had no clue I was seeing, so it was a really fun experience for me. Now, without further ado, let's roll with the good, the bad, and the very ugly of my horse trying experience, complete with some very questionable riding. Let's get to it. So the first horse that I tried was this mare, and her name was Dee Dee. And she was 11 years old, and she had experience in the jumper, so around the 1.40 meter height. One of my favorite things about this mare was her flat. She was super duper good, and she had like kind of an automatic frame, so she was super nice on the flat, and I really liked her movements. So this is a video from my first jump on her. She was super honest and always just took all my distances. I really liked the way this mare carried herself over jumps and how her ears were perked forward going to every fence. So overall, I really enjoyed this mare, and I thought she was quite a nice mover, and I liked that she had done the 1.40 meters before, so then if I did the 1.15 meter type equitation classes, it wouldn't be a big deal since she can clear those fences with ease. So now I'm just going to put together a montage of my rides on her.
Hey, where's the drums?
You're never going out of style. Ooh, pretty baby, this world might have gone crazy. The way you saved me, who could blame me when I just wanna make you smile? I wanna throw you like Michael, I wanna kiss you like Prince. Let's get it on like Marvin Gaye, like Hathaway. Write a song for you like this.
So this second horse, his name I believe is Sotero, and he is a 12-year-old gelding. And I'm going to say he's around 16 3 hands, but I'm not 100% sure. This guy was super nice to flat. He has a nice fancy rocking horse type of canter, and he knows a lot of advanced flat work maneuvers. I found his jump to be very comfortable, and he was really great at bailing me out of distances. So if it was too short or too long, he wouldn't be stopping or thinking about that, and he'd just carry on at his usual nice pace. So I really appreciated his boldness. And just look at how nice his jump is and how lovely his canter is. I really enjoyed this horse.
Let's get it on, yeah, y'all can come along. Everybody drinks on me, bought out the bar just to feel like I'm a star. Now I'm thanking the academy. Missed my ride home, lost my iPhone. I wouldn't have it any other way. If you're with me, let me hear you say, I like it like that. Hey, windows down, chilling with the radio on. I like it like that. Damn, sun's so hot, make the girls take it all off. I like it like that. Yeah, one more time, I can never get enough. Oh, everybody, sing it right back. I like it like that. I like it like that.
This horse's name was Black Ops, and he came from the same place as the other one. He was an 8-year-old 16 one-hand warm blood gelding. He actually went to our regional equitation finals and placed 3rd with a completely new rider, which is a pretty big deal, and it shows that like the talent is there for him. However, that day as I was riding him, he just felt very fresh and energetic, and you know that feeling when you're riding a horse and you just feel that wound of energy in him? That's what I felt, and he was constantly tossing his head in the air as well, so he was just excited that day, I think. This is just us going over some small jumps as first jumps. I think he's actually a really cute jumper, and I really like the way he goes over them. While he was a little bit slower on the flat and I had to get him going, once we were jumping around, he was much more responsive to my leg and my hand and became quite adjustable, which I really liked.
I've been grinding so long, been trying this shit for years. And I got nothing to show, just climbing this rope right here. And if there's a man upstairs, he kept bringing me rain. But I've been sending up prayers and something's changed. I think I finally found my hallelujah. I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Now all my dreams are coming true, yeah. I've been waiting for this moment. It's good to be alive right about now.
Okay, so I'm just hopping on here to explain my falls in a little bit more detail. So for the first fall, I just caught a bunch of bad distances in the course, and that was another example of a bad distance. And so most horses don't like it when you give them those distances, and he bucked and I just didn't sit it very well, so that was 100% my fault and I don't blame him for that. The second fall, it was because he was already kind of done with me and he was fresh because he's not normally like this. Apparently, he's normally very good, very relaxed, very chill, so this was out of the ordinary for him. But yeah, he just wanted me off, and it was so sudden, so I just toppled off the side of him, and that's how my two falls happened. So this next horse, his name was Louis, and he was an 8-year-old, 17 hands warm blood gelding. He had experience going up to the U25, so that's about meter 40 jumpers, but he just didn't really have the scope or carefulness to do that, so they had to bring him down. But he's very comfortable doing the meter 20, meter 15 type jumpers, and he was also shown in the equitations this summer, and he did pretty well in them. He was a very good boy to flat, so when I got on him and I was walking around, he was marching and ready to go. In his trot, he had a very, very, very nice trot. It was very smooth, and it was big and long, and I really liked how I felt in it. And his canter was nice as well, and it was very smooth and not very rocky. The only thing was that he definitely did take a bit of work to get into the right type of head carriage, but obviously that is fixable and not something I was really concerned with. This is us going over our first jump together. I really liked the way he jumped with his ears pricked forward, very excited and very focused on the jump, and I just think he was such a nice, beautiful jumper.
Girl I love and I'm like, forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, forget you and forget her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be richer. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? And although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. From the forget you.
If you guessed Lotus, then you would be correct. So we ended up really liking him for a couple of reasons. Number one, he was only 8 years old, which made him one of the youngest horses we tried, and as you know, the younger the better. Number two, he had done the kind of meter 40s before, so that made him really scopy, which would mean that when we tried to do meter 15 in the equitation, he wouldn't be struggling with the jump heights. And also number three, when I rode him, I just had that, feeling, like it felt really smooth. I was seeing all my distances and I just think we clicked well. So with all that being said, we ended up texting his owner and she agreed to let us take him on trial for 3 days and he was shipped over to our barn. This photo was taken on October 21st, which was his very first time at our barn, and he was so cute that day. I remember just being so excited to see him and giving him the best groom ever. So this was his second day at the barn and the first time I was riding him because my coach rode him the first day. And my egg is terrible in this, but just look at how cute he is. He was just so good, especially for, you know, a whole new barn that he'd never been to before. He was just so brave. He took it all in like a champ. This horse took all of my trips and launchers, so I was like, oh my gosh, she's like golden. And even in the cross ties, he had the sweetest puppy dog personality, so I kind of knew then and there that he was for me. He went over this super spooky 3-footer 3-3 jump without any issues. We ended up really liking him and decided to get him vet checked. Luckily, he passed the vet check with flying colors, and a little over a month later, on November 29th, he marched into our family as my very own first horse. Alright, that marks the end of today's video. If you want to stay up to date with Lotus and I's life along with Brother 11, you can follow us on Instagram at jumping.jess. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I love you all. See you next time.